This is terrible. To consider for 1 second taking marketing money away, no matter where you put it.
Sarasota County taking money from the tourism budget to pay for repairs at Ed Smith Stadium. Why local business owners say that money is vital to keeping their business alive.
Plus, how Sarasota police are helping to secure and protect local congregations in the wake of the Pittsburgh shooting. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC7 News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Jacqueline Matter.
I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks for being with us this evening. Topping our news, Ed Smith Stadium needs $16.5 million in repairs over the next decade. That's according to an engineer hired by Sarasota County. To keep the stadium up to Major League Baseball standards, the board decided to shift money from the tourism budget to pay for those repairs. ABC7's Taylor Torregano is live at Ed Smith Stadium with how much money we're talking and the controversy behind it. Taylor?
That's right. Good evening, Jacqueline, Scott. I can't show you the maintenance that's needed inside this stadium because today the VP tells me he'd prefer to stay out of the controversy that was stirred up in the county's decision to reallocate these funds last Tuesday. But today, the commission's chair tells me she stands by that decision, even through the tears that ensued.
Since the red tide, there's nothing. We get 4 or 5 requests a month. I had 2 rentals in September. I have a group due to come in this week, and they called about this headline in today's paper.
That headline, Return of Red Tide, and Mr. Parr says he's one of many business owners suffering because of it.
This is terrible. To consider for 1 second taking marketing money away, no matter where you put it.
But the commission still disagreed, deciding that their responsibility to keep the stadium maintained is paramount. Renovations will include 2 fields upgrades, a new irrigation system, lightning protection, and fencing. The county has enough to pay for $3.2 million of those repairs this year and next, but come 2020, the amount of tourist development tax given to promoting our area will likely need to be reduced.
Instead of giving 30% to marketing, we are going to give a range of in between 25 and 30%. And we don't know how many dollars that's going to add up to because it doesn't take effect till 2020.
Even with the residue of dead fish lining our coast, Chair Dietert says she has faith that tourism will persevere.
I've seen the work that Virginia Haley and Visit Sarasota have done, new things, new ads to deal with red tide and to deal with the dip for hotels and restaurants, and it's very creative and innovative, and it should be very effective.
Virginia Haley says though they estimate this means $900,000 less in 2020, she's hopeful too.
This shift is significant, no doubt. But again, we have some very talented people here at Visit Sarasota. We've been through challenges, certainly after 9/11, the economic downturn, the Deepwater Horizon oil spill.
Comparing this natural disaster to the tragedies her promotions team has faced before with a confident smile and a red tide recovery program in her pocket.
Each time our job is to rally and produce the results that are expected of us.
Now, before this decision was made, the community and board talked this through for over an hour and a half. Many community members spoke up, saying red tide has had devastating effects on their business. I'm reporting live outside of Ed Smith Stadium. Taylor Torregano, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Taylor, thank you. New details tonight about a deadly crash in Mayaca City. A 21-year-old Hardy County man is now charged with DUI manslaughter. The crash happening late last night along State Road 64. Troopers say Brandon Blaylock was heading east on 64 when he lost control and hit a pickup truck head-on. Blaylock suffered minor injuries, but 30-year-old Dustin Horn of Bradenton died at the scene. Horn was not wearing a seatbelt and was thrown from the truck while it flipped over. Blaylock is now facing several DUI-related charges.
An update now on a crash in Venice where 4 bicycle riders were hit by a car. It happened at around 8:30 this morning at the intersection of Center Road and Brockley Boulevard. Troopers say the bicyclists were riding in the outer bike lane, but were switching over to the left lane when they were hit. The driver of that car was a 92-year-old woman from Venice. 3 of the bicyclists were airlifted and 1 was taken by ambulance, but they are all listed in critical condition at Sarasota Memorial Hospital.
Venice fire crews are finishing up clearing the scene of multiple boat fires at the Venice Yacht Club. Firefighters called in around 1:40 this afternoon after 2 boats went up in flames. The boats were fully involved and the flames spread to 2 other vessels. No one was on board at the time and no one was hurt. Fire officials say the cause is believed to be electrical, although the state fire marshal is investigating. Damage is estimated at around $1 million.
Well, another beautiful fall Florida day here on the Sun Coast. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Yeah, and temperatures were a little bit above average, too. The highs today were a couple of degrees above our normal high for the day, and we saw a lot of sunshine around. It didn't feel that bad because the humidity has been so low, but that's going to change tomorrow as winds switch around more to a southeasterly direction. Beautiful conditions out there, lots of sunshine, pretty calm on the waters, too. Seas running less than 2 feet for the most part in the bays and close to shoreline as well. And it looks like it'll stay fair overnight. Should be a gorgeous sunset. 84 degrees right now and the humidity at 43%. Look at that number. That's what's really quite nice out there. East wind at 6. It's also nice. We had the easterly winds all day. No sea breeze really kicking in. The dew point temperature low 59 degrees. Now, as far as the Titan radar picture goes, you can see these showers kind of riding the ridge, which is situated over the southeast United States. This high will get bumped off to the southeast throughout the day tomorrow, and that will give us more of a southeasterly wind flow too. Still mild overnight, though we may see a little bit of patchy fog forming in the mainly inland areas. Some showers and some snow showers in Colorado tonight. This activity is eventually going to emerge into the plain states. It will develop a front, and that front will change our weather for the weekend. We'll have the details on that in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Bob, thank you. Today, the President and First Lady visiting a grieving Pittsburgh where funerals for those killed in Saturday's mass shooting are being held. Among those being laid to rest, brothers Cecil and David Rosenthal and Dr. Jerry Rabinowitz. While the community mourns unimaginable loss, some are criticizing the timing of the president's visit, but community leaders are urging everyone, regardless of how they feel about the president's visit, to focus on inclusion.
I turn to all of our elected leaders because hate doesn't know a political party. Hate is not blue, hate is not red, hate is not purple. Hate is in all.
The White House also invited top congressional officials to accompany President Trump, but all have declined. The president will also visit a hospital where some of the wounded are still recovering.
Suncoast churches, synagogues, mosques, and other places of worship are all planning for the unthinkable following the Pittsburgh shooting. Sarasota police have heightened security at all places of worship across the city. Every time there are services in our community, Sarasota police are patrolling the areas, and at special events, there's extra officers on duty monitoring.
Luckily, we have not had any overt issues here in the city of Sarasota. We've had a couple calls where people were suspicious of things, but that's what we're here for, 24/7. If someone in the city feels like something's amiss, give us a ring, let us come check it out, and we'll make the decision whether or not we'd have to take action. But it's always better to play it safe than to wait and have something happen.
Sarasota police also provided security for last night's vigil to honor the victims in Pittsburgh. They say everything went smoothly and there were no issues.
I'd like to speak to those. ABC7 business commentator Richard Stern joins us now. And Richard, we actually had an up day on Wall Street.
Cynical? I can't imagine how you could be cynical. It's the 7th up day this month, and we've had 0 back-to-back up days. Scott, you nailed it. Scott nailed it, but so did we. The Dow Jones Industrial Average spent almost the entire day in plus territory. We were down briefly first thing this morning, but we finally put together a very strong rally. I can sit here and tell you that now the Dow and the S&P 500 are both in positive territory for the year. Be it ever so humble, but we are in positive territory. We saw buying across the board, and as you're about to see, every index that we follow every day was up by at least 1.5%. Hallelujah. Let's take a look at the figures, and impressive they are. Here you see the Dow up 432 points, more than 1.75%, closing at 24,874.84. That on volume of 842 million shares. The NASDAQ, which has been lagging behind, up 111 points today, almost 1.6% at 7,161.65. That on volume of 1,991 million shares. And the S&P, yes indeed, up almost 1.6%, more than 41 points at 2,682.63. Okay, just in time for your Hanukkah and Christmas shopping. Yes, new products from no less than Apple. Apple today came out and announced 3 brand new products. The first one you're looking at there is called the MacBook Air. It has a 13.3-inch screen. It has a Retina display and can be yours starting at $1,199 a piece. They also came out, there you see, with a brand new Mac Mini. That's the first new Mini they've come out with in 4 years. It has 64 gigabytes of memory. It's 5 times faster than the old one, and its starting price is only $800. And last but not least, a new iPad Pro that will have no home button whatsoever. It uses facial recognition and can be yours with a starting price of just $799. How's that for a deal?
Well, just in time for Christmas, like you said. I'm
Absolutely.
sure that'll be on a lot of people's wish list.
I'm sure it will.
Well, some late news coming down from Facebook.
Yeah, kind of a split decision. They announced their earnings after the close today. The revenues were actually down. The earnings per share were up. So tomorrow morning, we'll see exactly what Wall Street thinks about that.
All right, looking forward to it. Thank you, Richard.
You're very welcome.
Coming up, where beachgoers have started to feel some effects of red tide once again.
And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast, plus how parents can avoid candy confusion this Halloween.
All hands on deck. What's up? I want to point out 3 tips for using the home computer more safely. Point away.
First, stop. Make sure your software is up to date and that you've password protected your computer's login and Wi-Fi connection.
Next, think before visiting a site, opening attachments, or clicking on links.
Then connect, knowing you're helping make the web safer for you
and for everyone. Make Stop, Think, Connect part of your daily online routine.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 15% on our premium finishes during the California Closets Autumn Upgrade event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
It fell off the roof of my car.
It fell out of my backpack.
Oh, it fell off my grocery cart.
I tossed it to a really clumsy friend.
I tripped while jogging.
My 2-year-old had a temper tantrum.
It bounced down 2 flights of stairs.
No matter how you broke your smartphone, there's only one smart way to fix it. Batteries plus bulbs.
I dropped it on the floor, and he stepped on it.
Schedule your repair at batteriesplus.com.
Serving part-time as a soldier in the Army National Guard can give you a head start on your career. Gain practical experience with technology and equipment to get an edge in the civilian world. Learn about the paid training and career opportunities available to you at NationalGuard.com.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 15% on our premium finishes during the California Closets Autumn Upgrade event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
The ABC7 Stock Report is sponsored by Sunset Cadillac.
We had a much-needed break from red tide, but beachgoers are once again seeing and feeling the symptoms in some areas. Mote Marine Lab scientists say the effects of red tide depend on bloom concentrations, currents, and wind direction, but those factors constantly change, making it hard to predict conditions beyond the next few days. At this time yesterday, Coquina Beach visitors were dealing with intense respiratory irritation, but today there were more than a dozen people enjoying that section of the beach. Coming up tonight at 6, we'll find out how far in advance visitors can expect to get accurate red tide conditions before their upcoming vacation. And as I think Bob will always tell you, just look first at the wind direction, because that plays a big role.
That's a big issue. Aerosolizes it if there's big waves and it's moving on shore. It can be a real big issue, obviously. It's been nice lately, though, and here's a look at the Holmes Beach webcam showing you a lot of beachgoers out there today, and obviously, there's not a problem if they're all still hanging around, and they were throughout the hours there, and people getting in the water as well. The water temperature is cooling down into the upper 70s in places as well, and it looks like to be a nice sunset tonight and should not be a big problem. As far as the winds go, we can predict those, and those are going to be out of the east over the next several days, and it looks like they will switch around to the southwest by late Thursday. So again, pretty brisk too, and that means that there's not going to be any sea breeze developing, and that's a good sign. That east wind will also warm things up, though. We'll see highs about 4 to 6 degrees above average tomorrow afternoon. And then you'll notice a little bit more of a southeasterly wind beginning on into Thursday morning. There it comes out of the southeast, and so that will allow us to see the muggy conditions returning. We'll start to see it tomorrow, more so on Thursday, in advance of a storm system. Really picks up, though, up to around 15 to almost 20 miles an hour come Thursday afternoon. So it will be a breezy day on Thursday. And then notice that southwesterly flip there as well. Well, a scarecast for all the trick-or-treaters tomorrow. It's going to be warmer but dry. At least there's no rain around to get the costumes wet. We'll have a half-moon sky, too, so it should be rather bright and rain-free. No rain expected. Temperatures to start trick-or-treating right around 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock. It'll be 80 degrees by the time it's over, which most people, I think it's usually over by around 9, I would hope, and we'll be into the mid-70s, so not too bad. Warm and muggy Halloween. Showers for Friday. Mainly showers now. There's a slight chance for a few isolated thunderstorms. That chance only at 20%. And we may even see some of those showers linger into Saturday morning, and then look for a cooler weekend. That means temperatures will go back to average or slightly below it after a couple of days into the mid-80s here. We will see a quick turnaround, though, because the front that's going to cool us off is going to work back northward as a warm front on Sunday afternoon. That, too, will bring us a chance for a few showers. Right now, a high pressure continues to dominate. Again, you can see no rain over Kentucky all the way through Florida, out west, all the way through Louisiana for the most part. These showers are kind of riding the ridge as this high is blocking them from entering into the weather picture. This high will eventually move as the front approaches, and that will bring us that little muggier conditions. But for the time being, things are mild across the area and will stay that way too, it looks like, through at least Thursday. Then we'll start to see a change for some showers and some storms, isolated at best. Now, as far as the dry air goes, that too is starting to thin out in the upper levels of the atmosphere. We're talking 20 to 30,000 feet. Hourly planter tomorrow looks great for Halloween. Temperatures into the mid-80s. That's slightly above the average, and looks like we will see, again, low temperatures dropping down into the upper 60s to low 70s over the next couple of nights. That's well above what we saw over the weekend when it was in the 50s. East winds at 10 knots for boaters. Seas will be running right around 2 feet, and a light chop on the bays and inland waters. The water temperature now at 79, which is starting to cool down. As far as the forecast goes for the next 7 days, here's what it looks like. Pretty nice for Halloween, albeit warm. A little bit warmer for an overnight low on Thursday morning, 72. That's summer-like on Friday. We'll start to see the showers move in. 70% chance for rainfall. Now, timing of it, it looks to be we may see a few showers in the morning, better chances in the afternoon, and then some lingering showers on Saturday morning. Saturday looks to be pretty good, though. Cool, 78 degrees, a few clouds around. A few afternoon showers on Sunday as that front works its way back northward as a warm front. Remember to set your clocks back. That change has not occurred yet here in Florida. We still have to follow along with that. That means set them back an hour before you go to bed on Saturday. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. In first alert traffic, let's check in Manatee County, where US 301 is a little slow going as you head north just before the State Road 70 intersection, but it does clear up once you get past there. Jacqueline?
Thanks, Scott. In health news tonight, it's almost time for spooky costumes and candy. But a new report tells us there are some health risks you might want to watch out for. ABC's Elizabeth Hagedorn tells us how to keep your kids safe.
With Americans predicted to spend $2.6 billion on Halloween candy this year, there will be a lot of colorful treats lying around the house. But is it colorful candy or medications left out on the counter? Every year, almost 60,000 young children accidentally ingest medications and end up in the emergency room. The Up and Away campaign, in partnership with the CDC, wants to remind parents to keep medications locked up safely and out of the reach of children. In 6 easy steps, here's how you can protect your kids. 1. Pick a place your children can't reach. 2. Put medicines up and away after each use. 3. Double check the safety cap is on and locked. 4. Teach your children about medication safety. 5. Tell guests about medication safety. 6. Know the poison control number in case of emergency. That's 1-800-222-1222. With this Medical Minute, I'm Elizabeth Hagedorn.
Coming up, 2 packages designed to look like explosives left outside a television station in Montana, and how a Georgia father put his baby in serious danger during a traffic stop. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Your last chance for 2018 Honda Civics on sale is now. During our model year-end sale, try new Civics for just $169 a month. You made Civic the best-selling compact car in America. And now get Civic, a KBB.com's best buy of the year for less than the competition. New Civics just $169 a month. Your last chance for Civics, all on sale this week at your local Honda dealer.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
My grandpa was always telling me about it.
But the civil rights thing happened like 1,000,000 years ago.
Still, he thought it was important that I know what it was like.
So we followed the civil rights trail to Alabama. We saw Dr. King's church,
the bridge in Selma, the church in Birmingham, and I finally knew what he was talking about.
Some things you just have to experience for yourself.
Start your civil rights journey at alabama.travel.
Blue 32! Blue 32! Hut hut! It's the Ghetto Gridiron Challenge. The game's on to sell 2,000 vehicles. 12 teams compete for the #1 spot. Score a great deal at every Ghetto dealership. Buy with 0 down. Make no payments for 90 days. Choose from 14 of your favorite brands, all on sale. Who will make it to the end zone? You decide. Rush to a Ghetto location near you or visit Ghetto.com. Ghetto's got it.
Police in Billings, Montana detonated 2 suspicious packages that were left outside a television station's newsroom last night. The first package was a plastic tote box containing items like old clothes and a computer keyboard. The second package was wrapped in electrical tape with wires and what appeared to be batteries and a timer. Neither package contained actual explosives, and police described it as a scare tactic designed to disrupt news operations. Police say a Georgia father put his baby girl in very serious danger. Officers say he was driving down a busy road with the 3-month-old in his lap. When police pulled him over, they say he put the baby on the floor of his car, and then that was on top of a gun. They say they found up to 600 ecstasy pills shaped like Lego characters in the car. The man now faces 5 different charges.
Crews are working to remove a grounded ship in Ormond Beach. The vessel ran aground more than 2 weeks ago. This is actually the second attempt at removing that 77-foot shrimp boat. A first attempt last week failed when the boat's anchor line snapped, sending it drifting for a while until it was washed back to shore.
Can't wait for high tide on that one.
I know. Well, still to come on your Suncoast News. In the final days of the midterm campaign, President Trump makes a controversial immigration promise.
And sailors from around the world are in Sarasota today, how they're using phones and computers to compete in the first ever e-sailing competition.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 15% on our premium finishes during the California Closets Autumn Upgrade event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
There are lots of people who are confused about which Medicare plan is right for them.
Hey, that's me. I barely know where to start.
Well, start here with me, Karen. I'm a licensed Humana sales agent.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Karen. I'm John Smith.
Hi, John. At Humana, we know you're unique, so you have different needs from other John Smiths.
Yeah, I've always thought so.
And together, we can find a plan that's right for you.
Great. I go to the doctor a couple of times a year, and I have some prescriptions, but I'm never fully sure of what's covered and what's not.
With Humana's all-in-one Medicare Advantage plans, you get coverage for hospital stays, doctor visits, and Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable and sometimes no monthly plan premium.
Do you have any more information?
Sure. I'll get a decision guide in the mail to you today. They're free.
Finally, someone who understands the real me.
Your health and happiness is important to us. Call or go online now to get your free decision guide. Call a licensed Humana sales agent today.
Addiction is a dark place. But just as each new day breaks, there is light. A light that illuminates the people by your side. Out of the darkness, you are walking with 22 million others struggling with addiction. The cure to darkness is light. The cure to stigma is love. And the cure to disease is treatment. Join us as we walk into the dawn of the new day. Together, we are stronger than addiction. Learn more at chatterproof.org.
Being empowered starts with getting informed, looking closer. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in her lifetime. But many of us don't know there are different types of breast cancer with different characteristics. That was me. Learning about the specifics of my diagnosis gave me the confidence to make informed treatment decisions with my doctor. This meant everything to me and my family. So take another look. Ask another question. Learn more at notonetype.org.
Imagine a world filled with pillow fights, playgrounds, and the search for the perfect climbing tree. Every kid deserves that world, but 1 in 5 kids in America struggle with hunger. At No Kid Hungry, we're committed to creating a world where every kid eats healthy food every day. We raise funds, we help families, and we lift up communities.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 15% on our premium finishes during the California Closets Autumn Upgrade event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.